He's dropped at the 23. First play, first pass for Brady. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Brady now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. It's not often that we put the word overthrow next to the name Tom Brady.
His accuracy is so good that when there are misses, they're usually not by much. So when we see one like that, look,
scratch your head a little bit.
Scratch your head. We're chuckling about the whole thing. Let's see how fired up he gets about it, though, because you know he likes to atone for his errors.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Man open, here is Crowder. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jamison Crowder, 43 yards. And the Bills will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they were stopped on fourth down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on fourth down. Do do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on fourth versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a fourth down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a fourth down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 35 yards. And the Bucs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Succop. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he returns this to the 22. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A gain there of 21 yards. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Throwing now is Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. He's got room at the 30, down to the 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. For Stephon Diggs, he can do a lot of things, CD. He can be a possession-type receiver. He can take the top off a defense, or he can do what we saw right there, make a catch, and then turn it into a big game.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out. He's got a man, complete. Jones all alone. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Julio Jones, 75 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Cook following the penalty. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Allen. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have the Bills first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll manage to pick up for about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen. And this one is incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis. 3rd down here. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route, and he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Here's Brady. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Cook up the gut, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second and 11. Allen now looks to throw. That is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. After the sack on first down, Allen throwing the out route, and Crowder makes the catch. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Throwing on first down is Allen. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half.
He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On first down, Brady. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Here's Allen to throw it. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And they're going to get this up to midfield. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback. On play action, Allen. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On the carry, it's Cook, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Out to his left. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a third interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Now Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Brady now on first down. Man open, here is Jones. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Buffalo. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Play action. Now it's Brady. He'll find Jones again. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On play action, it's Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. To try again after the sack. Brady. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Rolling to his right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
No let-up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold-up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Allen now on first down. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. To the air, Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second down and goal. Allen. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Allen. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Alert, alert, alert.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. Forced out to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. To throw, it's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Now Brady got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown. Julio Jones with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. So Allen's going to look to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. The 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the